Good morning, Malacañang Press Corps. Welcome sa PTV. And siyempre, welcome sa regular press briefing ni Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque. Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, Pilipinas, and good morning to the ladies and gentlemen of the Malacañang Press Corps. Good news, a total of 195.7 billion worth of investment approvals were reported by the Philippine Board of Investments for the months of January to April this year. This is a 28% higher compared to 153.1 billion of the same period in 2017. According to the Department of Trade and Industry, renewable energy power sector remains the biggest source of investments, followed by the transportation and storage sector. Good news again, the Department of Agriculture has recently launched the new Agricultural Competitiveness Enhancement Fund loaning program with an initial budget of 4 billion pesos. Under the new ASEF loaning program, applicants from the agricultural and fisheries sector can avail of a maximum of 1 million for individual borrowers and 5 million for associations cooperatives with only a 2% interest per annum. In addition, it will be supervised by an executive committee headed by the DA. Applications will be managed by the Land Bank of the Philippines. The DA will be ready to assist applicants in preparing their documents to be submitted to the Land Bank of the Philippines. Magandang balita po para sa mga magsasaka na gustong magnegosyo sa Cebu. The Department of Agriculture, the Department of Agrarian Reform, together with the Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Agriculture, Department of Agriculture, Agricultural Training Institute, and the local government units in Carmen, Toledo City, and Colonia Tuburan in the province of Cebu, launched the Farm Business School program in the areas. The program covers 25 sessions of farm business sector for 4 months, focusing on the business side of agriculture. That's our good news for the day. Questions?
Okay, Secretary would like to welcome Mayor Magno Wailan of Santo La Union. Welcome po sa
Welcome,
press
Mayor.
briefing. Question, MPC? Rose Novinario, can I have the mic?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Rose.
Sir, as Presidential Advisor on Human Rights, ano po yung reaction nyo dun sa pagkamatay ni Father Mark Ventura nung linggo at nung Lunes naman po, pinaslang yung isang broadcaster sa Dumaguete?
Nako, kinukundina po natin lahat ng patayan na yan at sinisiguro ko naman po na ang gobyerno po ay gumagawa ng hakbang para tuparin ang kanyang responsibilidad. No? Iimbestigahan po natin yan, lilitisin at paparusahan ng mga pumapatay. Doon po sa miyembro ng media, meron nga po tayong Task Force on Media Security. Si Undersecretary Egco po ay ang siyang namumuno ng task force na yan at yan po ibibigyan ng prioridad ng ating pamahalaan. As of the last report that I had, meron na po tayong 8 convictions dahil po sa mga aktibidades ng task force at isa po ito sa mga kaso na aktibo na imbestigahan at lilitisin natin.
Sir, sa siyam na kaso ng pagkamatay ng mamamahayag sa ilalim ng Administrasyon Duterte, wala pa pong conviction doon. Yung mga siguro po yung nabanggit nyo yung mga nakalipas.
Siyempre
pa.
po, dahil dalawa pa lang naman pong taon ng programa ni Presidente Duterte, pero hindi po natin binabaon sa limot yung mga namatay na mga mamamahayag. At ang paninindigan po talaga natin, magkakaroon po talaga ng puspusang paglilitis at talagang paparusahan ng mga pumapatay sa lahat, lalong-lalo na po sa pumapatay sa media at mga taong mga nananampalataya.
Sir, last na lang po. Ano po yung protection na pwedeng maibigay ng Estado sa Fourth Estate at sa mga taong simbahan po dahil sa 2 pari po yung pinatay sa loob ng 4 na buwan?
Unang-una po, no, meron po tayong task force. Kung kinakailangan po ng security, magbibigay po ng security ang ating pamahalaan doon sa may mga banta sa kanilang mga buhay.
Kahit sino po pwedeng lumapit?
Well, siyempre po, magkakaroon muna ng investigasyon kung meron po talagang credible threat at kung meron po, bibigyan po natin sila ng security.
Okay, thank you.
Question, follow-up? Rosa Licos?
Good morning, sir. Related lang po. Sabi po ng NUJP at Philippine Center for Journalism, mas lumala daw po yung kaso ng mga pag-atake sa mga media personnel under the Duterte administration.
Well, I dispute that po kasi sa pagdating sa patayan, bumaba po talaga ang patayan sa Pilipinas at bumaba po ang rangko ng Pilipinas doon sa mga listahan ng most dangerous places in the world for journalists. Let's give credit where it is due.
Pero sir, under the 2 years leadership po ng Pangulo, 85 various cases of attacks against journalists na po yung naitala nila.
Hindi ko po alam kung anong classification ang ibig sabihin ng attacks. Baka naman pati verbal attacks kasama dyan. So hindi ko po talaga alam kung anong attacks na ibig sabihin nila. Let me clarify what they mean by that.
Okay, may follow-up? Other issue? Joseph Morong?
Happy Press Freedom Day, no?
Hi, sir. Sir, sa Kuwait, what's the status of our diplomats there now?
I defer actually on anything on Kuwait to the Department of Foreign Affairs because I have no information on what is happening in Kuwait right now.
Parang stuck yata sila dada doon. Sila.
I have no first-hand information, not even second-hand information. I would have to refer you to the Department of Foreign Affairs now.
Sir, may calls for Secretary Cayetano to resign.
That call is addressed to Secretary Cayetano. He should address it. As far as the palace is concerned, there's no reason for him to resign. Because I think he still has the full trust and confidence of the president. And I think what we have in Kuwait is something that can be overcome eventually, sooner or later.
To the president or the palace's mind, no? What is the root cause of the problem? Because prior to this, meron naka amba na MOU, di ba? And then this happened. What was the root cause in your analysis?
I don't think I'm in a position to actually state what was the root cause of the problem in Kuwait, no? What I'm saying is, like any relationship, there are kinks in our relationship with other countries. This is one of those kinks.
But Kuwait is not happy with the way it was publicized on social media. I think that's a problem, no? It was posted on Facebook, and they didn't appreciate that.
Well, I do not know. I cannot speak for the Kuwaitis. See, I cannot read their minds. They have not actually said what the root cause of their displeasure is. They have taken steps to make it very clear that they are displeased, but they have not actually said in very clear language what was it that really offended them. That's why the apology was for whatever reason that may have caused offense to them. No? That was apology given by Secretary Cayetano. So I cannot speak for the Kuwaitis, but the Secretary Cayetano has apologized, and we're hoping to normalize ties with Kuwait soon.
Last night he said that there were 38 rescues, 35 were coordinated, the 3 were not. Bakit hindi na-coordinate yan?
It was Secretary Cayetano who said this. Please direct the question to Secretary Cayetano.
Do you see something objectionable to posting rescue operations, uncoordinated rescue operations on Facebook as a matter of principles?
I do not know the circumstance. I do not know if what was posted was one of those which was not accompanied by Kuwaiti authorities. So I cannot comment on something that I do not know the facts. No. So if you can tell me exactly what incident you're referring to, then perhaps I could comment. But right now, there were 38 incidents. I don't know what comment you want.
There was one particular video, isang babae, if you can see in the video, na nakaabang yung sasakyan natin, embassy, tapos lalabas yung babae, may lalaki na susundo sa kanya. That was posted in the video, on Facebook. That's one of the particular cases of the 3, I think.
I haven't seen the video. I'll watch it, promise.
Okay. Yun muna.
Sir, kay Pia Reñada lang follow-up. Does the President plan daw to hold accountable any official over the incident?
We're deferring to Secretary Cayetano for the time being. It is his subordinates.
No, wait. Secretary Cayetano is investigating yung incident that
We're
involved one of his people.
Well, it is his department that should investigate it at the first instance.
Do we expect some fairness?
I suppose, yes, because he is a lawyer, He should know. We await for his official actions, and we defer to him for his judgment on what to do with his people.
Okay, follow-up, Jenaline Kabiling.
Sir, you're leaving for Kuwait next week. May we
Not
know
sure.
Sir, may we know sino yung mga kasama sa
Not
delegation?
sure.
Sir,
Don't know what date. I don't know. Nothing is set. Well, we don't know what exactly the date is. We don't know. Nothing is set in. Nothing is etched in stone. We have no tickets. Nothing. We're hoping. Not sure yet.
Sir, if you push through with the trip, what's the agenda of the trip? Are you hopeful the
I think
conflict will be eased?
Secretary Bello already said that it would be an assessment mission. It would be to further our communications with Kuwaiti authorities. It would be to see how to move forward with our bilateral ties. It would be to see what would be the future of the MOA, if any. So it's really exploratory. We want to feel the water, so to speak.
Okay, follow up. Rose Cos?
Sir, I guess parang na-report po sa KUNA, sa Kuwait News Agency, na nagpunta ang Presidential Advisor on Migrant Workers. Sir
Heard that
Mama.
from the media myself. So I have no personal information on what he has done or what he has not done.
So, walang nakarating na report to the President.
None so far.
Okay, Rose.
But he
Labi-labi.
is also a Muslim, no? So,
Ay, sir. Follow up lang po sa Kuwait at saka sa iba pang ano. Sir, nakikita niyo po bang may pangangailangan talaga na ilagay sa social media yung mga ginagawa ng opisyal ng gobyerno na pagganap naman sa kanilang tungkulin? Katulad po nito nangyari na parang hindi po nakabuti. Kahit mabuti po yung intensyon, nakasama po sa relasyon natin sa isang bansa.
again po, I'm sure the matter is being looked into by the DFA Secretary. I do not want to preempt him, so I defer to him for the time being. And I will watch this video. I haven't seen the videos, believe it or not. I do not know where to go. Huh?
You know where to find it, your best friend.
Who?
Joseph. Sige.
So wala pong walang order ang Pangulo tungkol po doon sa pagpo-post sa social media ng mga government officials ng kanilang mga ginagawa naman nilang trabaho. Kahit naman po hindi i-post siguro sa social media yun, kung talaga nagtatrabaho, mararamdaman ho yun ng mamamayan, di ho ba?
Well, sa aking opisina, isa lang ang aming webpage, isa lang yung aming Facebook. So, medyo binabantayan ko rin kung ano yung mga napopost doon. No? So, but I can only speak for the Office of the Office of the Presidential Spokesperson.
Thank you.
Okay, other Kuwait, other issue. Nicole, AC.
Sir, can you confirm if Secretary Andanar will be among those investigated, the ads placed on PTV, yung DOT ads?
You know, when I confirmed that there was an investigation on the OT, the last press briefing that we had, of course, it will be an investigation that would cover everyone. No? I leave it to I leave the statement of Sap Bongo for whatever it is worth. He was the one quoted as having said that Secretary Andanar is part of that, so I let it be.
But do you think for the probe to be fair, that it should include Secretary Andanar since under his supervision yung PTV?
I reserve judgment on the matter because it's being investigated by the Office of the President.
Question? Nestor?
Good morning, sir. Sir, the President yesterday rejected calls to withdraw the government's order for Sister Fox to leave the Philippines. Is this final?
Well, that's the law. And I think unless they appeal or challenge that order of the CID, unless they get a TRO from the CA that it is grave abuse of discretion, then it is final and executory.
Sir, last Monday you mentioned na supposed to be ngayon yung meeting ni President Duterte with San Beda lawyers. Pero sa speech niya kahapon, parang nakapag-usap na po sila. Tapos na po ba yung meeting, sir? Or
Hindi ko sure. Wala pa.
Okay, may follow-up? Okay, Joseph Morong?
Sir, clarification. Who's doing the investigation on
Office of the President.
OP? And when do you expect the result?
No timetable because, this is just administrative informal, no? Because it involves people who serve at the pleasure of the President.
Right now, does she still enjoy the President's confidence, Secretary Teo?
Every cabinet member, unless they're fired, enjoys the trust and confidence of the President.
Alam na ni Presidente, sir.
Yes.
Anong sabi?
Wala. Hindi ko alam.
Meron.
Imbestigahan. Tignan.
Was she angry? Was he...
I do not know. The truth of the matter is this is the longest time I've not seen the president because I missed my flight to Cebu for Labor Day. I was supposed to fly at 11:45 in the evening, coming from Dagupan to attend an event as representative of the president, but I didn't realize Dagupan is so far, and I missed my flight. So I have not seen the president.
Do you think this deal with the...
But I'm going to Davao tomorrow. I hope to see him.
Do you think there's something wrong there? Is this a corrupt practice?
I reserve judgment because it is being investigated by the Office of the President.
Okay.
There's a live investigation ongoing. I should not comment.
Thank you, Joseph. Tina Mendez?
Sir, in the President's speech yesterday, he mentioned he wants a second phase of land reform program, and he wants to ask the Congress to help him. Can you please expound on this plan of the President? Pang nationwide ba ito? Anong?
Yeah, there will have to be a law because the first car law had a timeline, no, which is over, no. So there would have to be a second law to be passed by Congress.
Okay. From Pia Reñada, sir. What will Malacañang do
I was
about...
looking for Pia. Oh, anyway.
What will Malacañang do about the COA report showing PhilHealth OIC Celestina Maria Ju de la Serna spent over 600,000 in weekly travels and hotel stays given the President's order to be frugal on government expenses, especially on travel?
Ano? Well, I do not know if the Office of the President has actually received this information, but let me reiterate, no? All these reports are coming out because the COA reports have been published. The COA reports are given to Congress, they're given to the Ombudsman. So ang apela ko lang po, lahat itong mga COA report nito, hindi naman dapat sa Presidente lang ang tinatanong kung anong gagawin ng Presidente. Talagang kung meron po talagang paglabag ng anti-graft law, ang constitutional body na dapat nag-iimbestiga nito, even motu proprio, should be the Ombudsman. So I'm hoping that because the Ombudsman has been furnished a copy of all these reports, that they will act on these reports. Now, but as far as the question of Pia Renada is concerned, I will forward the information now to the Office of the President and will seek a clarification or a response from them whether or not they will investigate PhilHealth. Chair Beto, President. PhilHealth, OIC. Naku, OIC pa lang. Meron pa lang eh. Okay.
Ay, follow up lang dun, sir. Sir, noong February, nagpaabot po ng liham yung PhilHealth Employees Association sa Office of the President na nakadetalye po lahat yung di umano'y anomalya sa PhilHealth. So, palagi
Okay,
po.
I will follow up with the Office of the President on the status of the complaint, reiterating that it was asked again today in the press briefing.
Okay, kasi
Can you make sure we follow up para for next
AC
Monday?
muna, AC, then Joseph.
Sir, quick lang about,
Please remind me on Monday, ha? Para meron na akong resulta kaagad ng clarification.
sir, yung sa DOT lang ulit, can you tell us who from the OP is investigating?
Huwag naman. What's the relevance? Hindi naman. It's enough that there's an investigation. I do not know, but it's enough that there's an investigation ongoing. Kayo naman, ang dami ng mga reports na ganito na nakarating sa OP. May action naman. Masyado naman kayong atat. Hayaan nyo munang mag-imbestiga sandali at tignan natin kung tama o mali. O, di ba? So, hayaan nyo muna. May track record na po si Presidente. Ano pang gusto ninyo? So, baka naman mapipredict nyo kung ano mangyayari. Ako, hindi ko mapipredict dahil hindi ako manghuhula. Pero he has a track record of what he does when reports reach him and he's convinced of these reports.
Comfy?
Let's wait for his final action.
Okay, Comfy first. Comfy. Manalo.
Ay, good morning,
From
sir.
Tribune.
From Tribune. Follow-up lang, sir.
Mas
is the-
marami kang buhok.
Thank you, sir.
Kaysa doon sa pinalitan mo.
Thank you, sir. Sir, is the administration feeling extra pressure regarding this DOT mess, considering that some of those involved are powerful media personalities that are aligned with the president?
No. The president has had to deal with the closest of his allies. The president lets them go if it's proven that they're involved in graft and corruption. That's the president's track record. Do I need to enumerate one by one? Antayin lang natin ang gagawin ng ating presidente.
Okay, Joseph Morong?
Hindi kayo makaantay no? Yes.
Ang taas ng energy mo yun. Sir, sa COA ulit, PLLO naman. No? In 2016, they spent for their consultants 636,000 plus lang. In 2017, that jumped to 4 million for consultants. 10 consultants and 20 contractual workers in just 1 year. 4 million almost. More than 3 million na jump.
Nako, alam nyo, sa totoo lang, I'm appealing already because the newly released, ito ba galing sa newly released COA report?
OP.
Ganyan kakapal po yan. 3 volumes pa nga ata yan. Sa lahat ng ahensya ng gobyerno yan, may mga observation sila. Kung iisa-isay nyo kung tatanungin dyan, I would not know exactly what the president's position is on each and every observation that COA has had for this past year that they published. Okay? So what I can do is I can clarify what the Palace will do about this COA report, pero marami po talaga yan. Ang aking apela lang po is, kaya po yan pinapublish at kaya may COA at kaya meron tayong ombudsman, ang primary jurisdiction po dyan ay nasa ombudsman. So, in fact, unfortunately, hindi tayo ombudsman. This should be asked of the ombudsman. Anong gagawin niya sa mga COA reports na ito? Dahil ang presidente naman, yes, we are for implementation of the law, pero meron tayong batas na kapag may certain salary grade, exclusive ang jurisdiction sa ombudsman. So ang aking apela po, lalo na siguro dun sa press corps sa ombudsman, kasama po yan ng House ata, no? Isa lang yung press corps doon. Yung dati kong mga kasama. Pakitanong naman po sa ombudsman, ang hindi na ako tanongin dito ng Malacañang doon sa COA report. Kasi napakadami po niyan. Hindi tayo matatapos dyan. Sa lahat ng each and every observation made by COA.
So you think if warranted, ombudsman should file complaints?
That's why the COA exists.
Okay.
And that's why the ombudsman exists. Let them file all the charges. Alam mo, nung aktivista ako, wala naman akong pinagkukunan kundi COA reports. Yung fertilizer scam, lahat naman yung galing sa COA report eh. Yung kay Dancor scam, galing yan sa COA report. Oh. Ginagawa na ng COA yung lahat ng trabaho ng mga aktivista. So yun, kunin na lang yan.
Okay, so let's fine-tune your statement, sir. So, given the COA audit and then the ombudsman's job, you're saying that ombudsman should file, including the ones, the findings on the DOT, yes?
Well, kung sapat. Kasi sometimes hindi sapat. Hindi tumatayo sa korte. Okay? Sometimes you have to dig deeper. They can only give you indicias, no? So the ombudsman has to investigate and has to do its own case build-up. You just can't go to court and say, here's the COA report, convict. No, it doesn't work that way.
Deo De Guzman? Microphone, Joseph?
Morning, Secretary. Sir, sinabi niyo po kanina may track record si Presidente na sinisibak yung mga government officials na may whiff of corruption, sabi nga niya. Pero meron din pong track record si Presidente na yung mga sinibak niya ay hindi naman din nakakasuhan at may track record din ng Presidente na yung mga sinibak niya ay ililipat lang din sa ibang tanggapan. Ano po
Wala
ang
pong
inyong-
track record na gano'n ng presidente. Unang-una, ang pagpa-file po ng kaso sa mga level ng mga sinisante ni presidente nasa exclusive jurisdiction na nga ng ombudsman. Hindi ba naintindihan yun? At certain salary grade, it is the ombudsman that must investigate. Number 2, iisa lang po yung tao na na-reappoint. Wala na pong iba. Sino pa? Isa lang. Sino pa? Isa lang. Pompi lang. Yun lang. Wala nang iba. Hindi naman nasibak si Paeldon, di ba? Linipat lang talaga. He never resigned. No, he was not removed.
Sir, follow up po. Sir,
Oh.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, pero may tinayo pong Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission si Presidente. So, parang moto proprio din po sa kanila na mag-imbestiga maliban po sa ombudsman, di ba?
Well, bago pa naman sila, no? So, itong mga lumalabas naman ito dahil sa COA report. Di ba? Lahat naman ito sa COA report. So, iba pa yun. Second level yan. So, please, I take exception na may track record na nare-reappoint. I don't think so.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, questions,
Sueño has
MPC?
not been reappointed. Ha? Sino? Alam ko lang. Kasi nga, ang kaso, nasa ombudsman na yan.
Okay, Julie?
Secretary yan eh. Ang exclusive jurisdiction is ombudsman. Ano rin yan. Ayan, naimbestigahan na nga ng ombudsman. O ano pang gusto ninyo? Rinekomendahan na nasampahan ng kaso. O, di ba? Ganyan ang nangyari pag ginawa ng ombudsman ang trabaho niya. That's the demarcation of functions.
Sir, ngayon po nag-recommend po ang ombudsman na kasampahan ng kaso si Faeldon. Ano naman po ang gagawing aksyon ng government dito?
Wala, didepensahan niya. Pag hindi niya na-depensahan, makakasuhan siya.
Pero
pag
hindi po ba...
Pag nakasuhan siya at na found guilty siya, makukulong siya panghabang buhay. O anong gagawin natin dyan?
Hindi po ba before-force into leave ng executive department?
Alam mo,
or
kapag
tatanggalin?
nakasuhan niya, may automatic yan.
Okay, sir.
Automatic
sir.
yan.
Na
Pag nakasuhan
forced
niya
into
sa
leave.
Sandigan Bayan, may automatic yan. Di ba? Alam niyo yan, 90 days.
Forced into leave siya. Okay.
At saka meron ding administrative yan. Ombudsman has the power to dismiss him administratively, hindi lang criminally. Oh, di ba? Ganyan talaga yung in our scheme of government, it's really the ombudsman that has this constitutional power.
Julie?
Sir, good morning.
Ang importante, hindi po yung kinikilingan ng presidente, hinahayaan ng ombudsman. Sige, depensa kayo. Kung di kayo makadepensa, makakulong kayo, matanggal kayo. Ha?
Ninong pa naman si Pangulo ng anak ni Mr. Paildon. Paano yan? Kawawa
Hindi ko
naman
alam
ang,
yun.
ang future ng baby. Makulong ang tatay. Anyway, sir, may statement
Masyado na kayo nag-i-enjoy sa press briefing natin, ha? Oh.
Sir,
Nakukulog ang buong
sige,
Pilipinas,
ano
ha?
po, sir?
Sige, tingnan mo una ka na. Julie,
Nanonood sa atin ang buong mundo, ha? Oh.
Sir, si Presidente may statement the other day na magre-reach out siya kay Enormiswari regarding the release of 2 female police captives. Any statement? At mayroon daw ransom demand of 5 million. Ano pa bang role ng gobyerno dito?
Kasi ang balita ko, ASG naman yan eh, no? So, but we all know that the MNLF still has a presence in Sulu. So I think the President would want the MNLF to assist in the recovery of these 2 hostage victims.
Sir, there's a demand of a 5 million ransom. Will we bow to that pressure?
As far as I know, we don't pay ransom.
Okay, Julie?
Sir, on EO 51 po, reaction nyo lang po to the claim of labor groups na walang teeth yung EO and that they say na hindi nasunod yung kagustuhan nila na maging general norm in hiring yung direct hiring, hindi raw nasama yun doon sa provision ng EO.
Whether or not it's there, that's the norm under the labor code, diba? The labor code protects the right of security of tenure. It's not just the labor code. It's the Constitution that provides for the right to security of tenure. So I do not know why they're saying that. No? Ang hindi talaga nila matanggap is the prohibition on contractualization really has to be expanded, and the expansion cannot be done through an executive order. It can only be done through law.
Wala daw ang ngipin, sir. Kulang daw.
Well, tell Congress na kinakailangan mas mingipin. When I was a congressman and my version of the bill, which was consolidated into the security of tenure, ang provision na nilinagay ko doon pagkakakulong. Pero it's only Congress that can prescribe that, not the executive.
Sir, another issue. Sir, nag-install daw po ng cruise missiles yung China sa South China Sea sa mga outpost nila. Ano pong reaction natin?
I have no information on that. Let me verify that.
Okay, no more? Question, MPC? Okay, thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Okay, back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.